Here are 6 crazy PlayStation facts that sound wild but are 100% true. Today, the PlayStation is one of the most desired things on the planet because it made gaming feel cool for adults instead of just kids. But none of that would have happened if it weren't actually for Nintendo. In fact, PlayStation exists because Nintendo betrayed Sony. So, the original PlayStation started as a joint Nintendo Sony project to make a CD based Super Nintendo. Then, at CES in 1991, Nintendo publicly cancelled the deal, embarrassing Sony in front of the entire tech world. But instead of quitting, Sony decided to build its own console, and that console became the PlayStation and eventually went on to beat Nintendo. Next fact, the PlayStation 2 is still the best selling console ever made. So, the PlayStation 2 has sold more than 160 million consoles worldwide, making it the most sold console in history. Not the PS5, not the PS4, not Xbox, not even Nintendo's biggest hits beat that record. Another fun fact, millions bought a PS2 just to watch movies because when the PS2 launched, it cost about the same as a standalone DVD player. So people realized instead of buying just a DVD player, they could buy a PlayStation 2 and get a DVD player plus a gaming console for the same price. Almost the same price. In fact, the PS2 was also once considered a military concern. It was so powerful for its time that reports claimed Iraq bought large numbers of PS2 consoles, hoping to cluster their processors for military applications. And Japan even classified aspects of the console's technology as strategically sensitive for export at one point. Bonus fact, the first PlayStation was almost not called PlayStation. During development, the console was commonly known as PSX. Later, Sony even released an entirely different product called PSX, which has confused gamers ever since. But tell me which one of these facts you didn't know as a gamer and share this with a fellow PS lover. That's your cue.